China's economic recovery moved forward in April, with retail sales rising 0.2% year-on-year and industrial production expanding 4.1%. These figures, released by the National Bureau of Statistics, show a mixed picture of progress and restraint. While industrial activity is gaining momentum, consumer spending remains cautious, pointing to ongoing economic fragility. The 0.2% increase in retail sales was below expectations, indicating that households are still holding back on discretionary purchases. This follows a modest rise in March, but does not signal a strong rebound. The data highlights the challenges of reviving consumer confidence in a climate of deflationary pressures and uncertain employment prospects. In particular, weak property market conditions and stagnant wage growth in some sectors have kept consumer spending subdued. Online retail sales of physical goods, which had been a bright spot earlier in the year, also showed signs of slowing. The year-on-year growth rate for online retail dropped from 7.8% in the first quarter to 6.5% in the January-April period. While catering and hospitality services saw a slight improvement, overall service consumption remains below pre-pandemic levels. This suggests that the services sector is. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Still struggling to regain its full momentum. In contrast, industrial production showed stronger growth, with a 4.1% year-on-year increase in April, up from 3.9% in March. The manufacturing sector, especially high-tech and green energy industries, was a key driver of this expansion. Output of new energy vehicles surged by 38.9%, and solar battery production rose by 32.1%. These figures indicate that China's strategic investments in clean energy and advanced manufacturing are bearing fruit. The industrial data suggests that China's economy is still in a phase of cautious expansion, with manufacturing leading the way while consumer demand lags. This divergence is a common pattern in many economic recoveries, where industrial output can rise before consumer confidence catches up. However, the continued weakness in retail spending raises questions about the sustainability of this recovery. The National Bureau of Statistics figures also highlight the broader economic environment in which these developments are taking place. Persistent deflationary pressures, low consumer confidence, and a still fragile property market are all factors that could limit the pace of recovery. Policymakers will likely be watching closely to see whether the current trends in industrial production can help stimulate broader economic activity and eventually lift consumer demand. The next key signal to watch will be the May economic data, which will provide further insight into whether the recent gains in industrial output can translate into stronger consumer spending. If the trend continues, it may signal a broader shift in the economy's momentum. If not, it could reinforce concerns about the depth and durability of China's economic recovery. The stakes are high, as a stronger recovery in consumer spending could help stabilize household incomes and support. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Broader economic growth. Meanwhile, the industrial sector's strength could provide a buffer against external headwinds, such as global economic slowdowns or trade tensions. The challenge for China's policymakers is to find a balance between supporting the industrial momentum and addressing the underlying factors that are holding back consumer demand. This includes addressing the property market's struggles, ensuring wage growth keeps pace with inflation, and restoring confidence in the job market. The coming months will be critical in determining whether this measured recovery can evolve into a more robust and self-sustaining economic expansion.